This film is about the evolution of the music business. The industry has gone digital, with streaming now reigning supreme. Social media apps can seemingly blow up a song overnight. And with the COVID-19 pandemic shutting down live music venues worldwide, concerts have even gone virtual. But music industry revenues reached an all-time high in 2020. So who's cashing out? Record labels or the artists?
Yo, what up, folks? It's the time again. We back, Smuhil, in front of your tablets, cell phones, smart TVs. We back. It's the time. It's the Cypher.
Once again, fourth episode, boy.
Number 4.
Yes. We're growing.
Yes, sir.
Like
And
we
as always,
do.
It's your boy Motif, the originator.
CHAMP, the ROG, you know how it is. We're real as it gets.
Yes. And Yazge, we never roll alone, right?
Never.
We always got people who come to
Exactly.
teach the guys at home, yeah?
Yeah. We got another dude.
Yeah.
But it's another dude from another dude.
There we go.
You know?
Yes. We got Silas Beats today. What up?
What up? You guys
man?
good?
You good, man?
We're straight,
100.
we're straight.
Okay, Silas chilled. He just relaxing, he doing his thing.
You know?
But it's smart folks. Smart folks do that. They relax and they chill.
Always watch out, especially for the dark ones. See the dark ones?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, never trust them.
Alright.
They blend in with the hood with no camouflage.
Okay.
You know
There
what I
we
mean?
go. Yeah, Silas, it's an honor to have you here, bro. When we kickstart the show, right? We always like to say to our guests, just give our people at home a brief history, because we always be like, who's busy? We were like, who's patient? So we're just gonna pose it. Who's Silas Beats? Let the folks know at home, bro.
What you about?
Okay. So Silas Beats, I am a music producer based in Johannesburg.
Right.
I've been working here for about 10 or so years. I've worked with the likes of Blacklist, P.O, Reason, MT, Zakwe, Questa. The list is quite long. And as well as on the corporate side, I've worked with companies like Markham. I've worked with, we did a gig recently with CNN. So we've been getting our stuff placed that side as well. Recently just opened up a studio on the other side of Joburg. So if anybody's keen, then we're recording.
There we go.
You know.
Yes. Yeah.
My boy Silas and Veggie just opened up a studio. Hit him up.
Yes, sir. So, people at home, the business of the game. As you guys know, we always try to learn you guys something, teach you guys something. And also bring people that will inspire you to not just focus on one side.
No.
So today, we're on the business. Yes,
We're serious today.
Yes, we're serious.
Like,
my suits. We should have brought suits, bro.
Hey, hold on. I only take out the suits, nigga, for wedding and a funeral. And today it's neither.
All right.
So today.
Basically, paperwork, the nitty gritties, those little lines. And keeping in line with the conversation we had when we had Biz That Poison Ink and we were talking contracts, I also personally felt that this is a topic that just needed us to just add some more to it, yeah? So we brought Silas in today.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Silas Maji, just to kick it off, as you hear, we're talking the business of the game. I don't know, are guys afraid of paperwork, or is it ignorance? Basically, I want us to kick it off there. Is it ignorance, or guys are just afraid of paperwork?
Hey man, there's a lot of reasons, but I'd say the biggest reason that I've found is, I'd say probably ignorance. We can call it ignorance. There's an element of what's important.
Yes.
And unfortunately, in the beginning stages, you kind of look to the shiny things. The shiny things is, the cars, the music videos, getting in studio. That stuff looks nice.
Silas, I've been hungry.
Exactly.
Trying to get myself a car, bro.
Exactly. Now when I bring a piece of paper and I put it in front of you, like, oh man, come on, man, you're gonna make me read?
Where does it say? That's all the artists want to know. Where does it say? My money.
Exactly. So I think that's where the problem begins.
Yes. Yeah,
from there it only stems on, because what happens is we find people do want to handle their paperwork. Many times I've had people come up to me and say, look, I want to handle my paperwork, but I'm not that guy.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my friend to handle it. Unfortunately, the friend also doesn't know.
Yeah.
You can't pass your paperwork to Champ.
Yeah.
Champ never went to school for this. And Champ is gonna take it to the originator, and the originator knows nothing about it.
Yeah,
but over a couple of you know, we start getting smart, you know?
Yes.
And start figuring it means this and that.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I think, break down the whole business aspect of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like the publishings and your licensing. You know
just
what
a
I mean?
brief breakdown of just a couple of things.
What's the
about that.
difference between the two?
Okay, so when we talk about publishing, when we talk about licensing, I know that the terminology is used differently around the world. So what I think people do is, like, even if they move away from this video, they're going to go find another video that will talk about licensing, but they'll refer to it in the US context as opposed to what we might see it as.
Oh, it's not the same thing.
It's not the
context is not the same.
The context is not the same.
Right.
So if I was to talk about something along the lines of licensing, right? We can talk about licensing deals.
Yes.
Which would involve, say you have an entity, you've got a business, and you've come to me, you're like, I like the music that you're making. It would work perfectly on SuperSport. There's a new Premier League campaign that's going to be playing. We want to license your song to be the intro track that's going to be used every single time. They'll put forward a contract to you. That contract will state the music will play this many times, it'll play on these stations and in this shape and form, and this is how we're going to get paid. Usually there'll be some kind of upfront fee, and then at some point there'll be a royalty sort of payment that will go on.
Upfront fee. Upfront fee. Hey, it's a danger, man.
It's a danger.
But as much as it might be dangerous, gentlemen, hey man, show me the money, man. You know?
Yeah. But I like that. Yeah, I like that you just broke down the licensing, right? Because we encounter a lot of those where guys from the hood, especially in fact, I think we need to be straight up about it. Guys from like the hood, which is your impoverished, I don't know if that's the right word, but your impoverished type spaces where artists that are super talented are in. And they get those deals. They heard their song by chance in a text, and then the person said, hey brah, I work at SuperSport, and there's the cash. But I like the fact that you just broke it down so that at least even someone who probably got a deal like that, and they're like, oh, so this is what I'm about to get.
Oh, exactly.
But then as I'm alluding to this upfront fee, on a more personal feel, guys then be like, yo, upfront fee 25k, and then when this adds, this is another 100k. How do we then like get people into a space where read more on what they're offering you and see opportunities within an opportunity that you're gonna get your 25k upfront fee and your 100k for the ad being on SuperSport and stuff like that, but how do you find out the other nitty-gritties to say, but okay, it's playing on SuperSport, but what else am I getting? Because it could be attached to someone's brand. It could be attached to maybe advert with AKA. How do I win such spaces? So, like, how do we encourage folks to also look out for that?
Okay, just going off of what you said there, I think having examples of failed incidences. Because now you're speaking of upfront fee. I thought I was being smart as well. One of the first publishers I worked with, we had a deal whereby I took an upfront fee and I took royalties. I had another music publisher where all I was offered was royalties, no upfront fee. In your mind, you're thinking which one's better. Obviously, you get some upfront cash and you're good, right? And then the rest of the money will come later. When I think it must have been about another 6 or 7 years that had gone by, and I actually went back into each contract. The one where I didn't take the upfront fee, I earned both performance royalties and mechanical royalties. The one where I took the upfront fee, by me taking the upfront fee, I forego my mechanical royalties.
So you forfeit the other one. So basically, they robbed you.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
It was in the contract. I didn't read it. This is going to lead me to my next point. Because you might feel as though you know. You might be like, man, this is simple. It's a 4-pager, you know? And you're like, man, the information it's all here. Whereas, in actual fact, all that's happened is it's been veiled by something else. We get masked by this upfront fee.
Hey man, watch out for those veils.
Watch out for the upfront fee. Wow, amazing stuff, bro. So I'm thinking, already we're giving these people so much info. So I just want them to just quickly grab some water and breathe in and out, because today's topic is the business. And I'm sure already people's heads are like exploding. But
I know there's a partner out there who's smoking like 10 cigarettes, like, hey man, I didn't know, man. You know?
Yeah, but I think we've kicked it off on the right note. Yeah. When we come back from the ad break, we're still gonna talk more about Silas, because he does a lot, like, to help guys. Yeah. And we're gonna dig more into it. There's stuff, there's the weekly voice notes that he releases, where he goes into depth, on Thursdays, where he goes into depth with all of this stuff that we're talking about today. He's gonna deliver us, today all we brought a businessman, right? So our today's Cypher is gonna actually be a masterclass where he just keeps on giving people information.
Hey man, I'm all about the information, and I need that cigarette for the break.
Still, I got because even though he's not gonna freestyle, he's gonna do something as a masterclass, yeah?
Look man, I'm scared of him.
There we go. Yeah, you heard it, give a feature. It's your boy Motif. The originator is here. The real OG is here.
I ain't gotta say much.
It's the Cypher, baby.
That's what's up.
Catch you after the ad break.
Greetings, South Africa. My name is Katlego Twani. Born and raised in Dobsonville, Soweto, I am a social entrepreneur. I realized that as I was doing my practicals, that most of the children, they have learning barriers. I went door to door because I've seen that I was able and capable to assist a learner on a one-on-one tutoring basics. South Africans can expect us being in each and every community, creating employment to the unemployment youth, and mentorship programs, Bible study programs with the children, anything that was going to be assisting a learner to become assertive, to become confident. South African citizens can get involved by assisting us with learning materials that we need and use here in the center. Secondly, they can help us by coming to volunteer their time here in our foundation.
The industry treats artists too much like a commodity and not as a person.
Artists are starting to understand what rights they want to retain.
The whole world wants to be in the music industry now. You can be almost homeless to going to making just so much money you can't even keep up with.
Shit, everybody should be making money.
Welcome back from the ad, my fair too. It's still the ROG, the real OG.
Yes.
Got my boy Ammo, the originator. And then they say we're still here, talking business with the same person that I go, Silas.
Yes, sir.
Now this brother here, he's got these voice notes that come out on Thursdays, elaborating more on the business aspect of this and the paperwork side of things. So today, it's not about rapping and whatnot. We're talking about your actual needs.
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
So Silas, elaborate more on these voice notes, bro, that you do.
Okay. So the voice notes every Thursday. I think I started, must have been 3 years ago. Yeah. Every Thursday I just took to just grab my phone, pop it there, have a quick thought, maybe write a note or two, and then elaborate on something with regards to the music industry. So that's what I've been doing.
So amazing. The feedback from guys, do people pose questions a lot? Because I think I would, bro. I mean, if anybody gave me a contract, if we had a contract for this here, you'd be reading my contract now. And I'm looking at the team like, hey man, y'all niggas robbing me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The feedback, right? I mean, it's gonna be touch and go at times, right? Some people will still be like, I know what I'm doing, because But like this whole idea with the voice notes, it must have stemmed from, like you said earlier, always working from personal experience. Right. It must have stemmed from you also seeing people around you not understanding. I think the juggernaut, right?
The juggernaut, my brother.
That lawyer language. So would you say then these voice notes are now becoming a crucial part in artists following the right things when it comes to the art and making sure that all your stuff is aligned?
I think so. The voice notes stemmed from me needing someone like that.
Yes.
I wanted to be able to hit someone up. I wasn't like I'm not from Joburg. When I got here, I was like, what do I do next? I don't want to get screwed over, and I'm gonna get hurt. So the whole thing with the voice notes was to give people that that guidance.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
walking with you. And the reason why I like WhatsApp is because someone's not going to email me back or whatever it is. They can just voice note. More often than not, people will just voice note me. Hey, man, I really like this week's episode. There was just one or two things I wanted to get clarity with. And then over the period of the next week, as I go about my day, I'll just listen to one, while I'm doing something, be like, it's actually a pretty decent topic. And that usually leads me into the one for the next week. So it's this continuous feedback loop that I'm actually talking about things that people actually want to hear about.
Which is basically what we're doing too. This is exactly what we're doing too, So I really commend, bro, what you're doing for the culture, you know what I mean? Because especially in Joburg, there's nobody originates from Joburg. You know what I mean? We all come from different places thinking that we do know. But when we actually get here and make it, so to speak, you find that after 2 years, a person has been screwed over, but you understand? And it's a sad situation, no?
Yeah, sure.
It's a sad situation.
So then, Silas, now that it's now a situation where you releasing stuff, guys are hitting you back, would you then say it's nice to have these spaces where you find yourself with, even unintentionally, but you are now in a space where you and a bunch of creatives are always able to share stuff? Would you encourage building such spaces?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think we need a lot more of these spaces. It's a shame that we don't have more podcasts like this, more conversations like this, I would just, the only thing I would just say is just make sure that whoever it is that's running that space has enough knowledge. There's a lot of knowledge out there. You can find everything on YouTube. I mean, come on. So as long as people are fact checking, and even with the stuff that I say, I always say to people, I'm like, guys, don't listen to what I'm saying. Write notes and then go do your research. Go make sure that what I'm saying is the truth. Because there's times when I'll say something and I might not know. And I don't mind if someone comes through and they're like, look, correct. That's what we're here for. That's what the community, that's what these spaces are for us to help each other. Learn and grow.
Now, I got a question, my brother. Yo, Sai, tell me this. Regards to the publishing. Hey man, we all love money. Let's put everything aside. We sitting here, we love it. They love it.
Yes, sir.
You know you love it. You know you love it. Now, what's with the publishing? What does that actually mean? We dealt with the licensing, right? Now, just elaborate for the viewers at home about the whole publishing. Because everybody be talking, man, I'm getting my royalty check for my publishing and whatnot. But
I want to publish your
do
single.
you know what you're talking about? Because all I know is royalty, if it's going to be a check, I'm there. You understand? Now, with Silas here, he's going to break it down. Break it down, my brother.
Okay, so I think with publishing, the angle I'll take is to say that majority of when people say that I'm going to earn my publishing, there's a lot of things when it comes to publishing, and you're right, royalties is one of them. But I would say that your first port of call would probably be to find a publisher. Publisher's job is to publicize. Like, they're there to take your music and get it out there.
Yes. Because that's what they do.
That's what their job is. They're there to make sure that you, the artist, don't have to worry about that side of things. So from the offset, you will send your stuff through to a music publisher, and the publisher will say, you know what, we can actually work with this. We can represent you. That's where the first contract comes up. And the contract will state, you've got 10 tracks amongst you, and that's what you want to put out. Of those 10 songs, as the music publisher, we are going to be taking 33%. Right? The rest of it, the other 67, will go to you guys, however it is that you decide to split it up. And that's what it will state in that contract. We'll get our paperwork right before I even go out there with stuff. Now it's my job. You go back to the studio and continue making your music, photo shoots, all that stuff. Me as the publisher, I will go out and I will work the streets. And I will make sure that you get the interviews that you need. I'll make sure that your music is played where it needs to get played. And then over and above that, I'll then also make sure that things are registered in the correct way, in the way that we stated in our contract. So whenever, let's say for an example, let's talk about CNN, right? Your music is playing in the background there, right? A track that you guys have created. That music plays there. I then need to make sure that the money comes back into the system. Are they completing their cue sheets that side? Is the money making its way through to the rights organization who's collecting the money? Are they then sending the money over to SAMRO? Because you can earn royalties from all over the world. Is the money getting to SAMRO? When it's there, are all the plays there? Because now when you get your SAMRO statements, it will tell you exactly what has happened. This whole situation between the publisher and the artist, everything can happen in a transparent way. Everything's above board. And if you find the right publisher, then you can actually go pretty far.
Nice. That's amazing. So now it just hit me because there's a young conversation I had. So we found ourselves at odds. Which one is better? I think plus Salas is here, so Salas can just probably fix this argument. So now, which one is better? Let's say I'm someone starting out. Should I say I want to offer artists a recording deal? Sign an artist, give him a recording deal? Or should I say maybe it makes sense to just offer artists public deals? So we're saying, as an artist, what do you take? Which one's better, rather? The route of full contract, sign you, you're under Universal, or it's always better to get a publishing deal? Between the two, which one do we...
For an artist, the way I see it, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to rob that nigga blind. You understand? So I give him something like, here's a record deal. You know what I mean? He's gonna get an 2% on publishing, no percent on licensing, 0.5% here, 0.5% there. You understand? And then I just give him a record deal. But now, you see me. I'm listening attentively here. I'm listening attentively. I ain't got time to play, man. Knowledge is power, guys. Knowledge is power. So now, we got someone who's got the knowledge. So we don't have time to waste.
So now then, let's take it to Silas then. What do I take? Do I go recording deal, big, the whole 9 yards, or do I just go publishing deal works best?
As an artist.
I think let's say first as an artist, and first if I'm starting a company to work with artists.
Well, I think the answer will be pretty much the same. It's going to stem from what is being offered. In the same way, if I said, okay, you're going to be the artist that I'm working with, I am the label, I am going to invest 30K into your career. With that 30K, I'm also going to give you access to some of my contacts. At that point, I then offer you a deal and I say, look, this is the percentage I'm going to be taking. And let's just call it an overall 70%. You're going to think, you're giving me 30,000 Rand. And you're giving me access to some of your contacts. Okay, there might be some nice contacts there, but you want 70% of everything that's coming in. It doesn't add up. So this is where you breaking down what it is that you're actually getting. And I think some artists are encouraged to go into some bad contracts. Because of what they're going to get. So if you're UMGSA, Universal Music, if they decide that they're going to offer you 500K cash. 250 is going to be over and above the 500. There'll be 250 that is in professional studio shoots, videos, and all of that stuff. They've given you quite a lot. And on top of that, they're going to put you in contact with their publishing team and get you songs with a whole lot of other UMG artists. They are going to fly you all over the place. Look, they're giving you a lot of things, right? Say that's the case. And then they say to you, they want that 70%. You're going to be like, hell yeah, I'll take it, right?
Give me 500K at any time. I'll be there.
So that's what people work off of. They work off of the fact that if we can just give the artist enough, just to tip the scales, we can take whatever it is that we want. From a business standpoint. From an artist standpoint, exactly. You just need to balance out, if I'm taking this deal, if it's a good deal, it's a good deal. If it's a bad deal, at the end of it, when I get to the other side, am I still going to be able to dust myself off and say, look, they might have taken a lot of my money, but now I have the contacts. Now I have the videos, I've got the songs. You see? So it's a case of weighing it up. It's a tough one. That's a tough one to answer.
But on a more personal note, on a Silas note, what is Silas working on, bruh? Pella, your name says Silas Beats. So we want to know what you working on, bruh. What's happening project-wise? Maybe you're cooking 1,000
in the new
beats
studio.
in the new studio, by the way. Yeah.
So, man, at this point, we're just trying to keep the studio afloat, man. We've been running for, I think we're about to finish our second month in the new space.
Congrats. Yes.
So I think just getting the client base up. I've got some of the credits that I mentioned at the top. We're busy working on projects. P.O, we're working on something with him. Black Les, there's things that we're working on there. A couple of other artists, Nathan, Blur. We are trying to just create. I think for the time being, it's just to create. Now we're starting to see that things are opening up. People are starting to, we're allowed to do things now a little bit. So now we want to have content. We want to have content in the tuck so that once we're free, then we can flood the market.
Tell me, Silas, with the new space, where is it? The team that you're working with, when are you dropping something new? I heard
from the new space.
You're working on something. Like, what you got going on right now?
What you dropping?
Don't dodge the question, bro. Don't dodge the question.
Hey, man, I can't talk too much on those things, man.
Okay.
And besides, he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to say something it doesn't happen. But for the most part, we're trying to work on stuff. What's nice is we've got a team now. For the first time, I'm not working by myself. So there's engineers, producers.
Nice. Amazing stuff. I like that. But Faith, I mean, it's information-based show. Like, this is a hip-hop talk show. So we wouldn't call it a talk show if we wouldn't talk about what you guys need to learn about. So, as I said, gents, there won't be any freestyles from our guest, unfortunately. I know you guys are looking at him hoping he's going to drop a 16, but he's going to drop you guys a 16 of knowledge, right?
Today is that grown folk business.
Yes, sir.
So, grown folk business.
Easy enough, we're going to go to what's news.
Yeah, sure.
A couple of new singles that are coming. You saw every week, we always put you on new singles that you can go download and support artists.
My boy Black Rose.
Yes, our boy Black Rose. Shout out Black Rose. Shout out Japan. Shout out America. Yes. And after what's news, as I said, the Cypher is going to be a masterclass where Silas just gives you even extra info.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
We're right, man.
I always say this. If my man is going to mess with your piece, you don't have to deal with it.
There we go, my favorite. We don't mess with your piece. We make you happy. So just know what's news is coming. Silas's masterclass is coming. We will catch you guys just after that.
D. Jones, boss, Kingdoms falling, I'ma build a mansion on it. 100 acres ain't opaque, I can't afford it. How can you compete when I'm not your opponent? I'm still on my grind and the dream is calling. I'm bossy, I'm bossy, I'm bossy.
Right, what's good? So today I just want to speak a little bit about having a team. The first thing I think that it's something interesting I heard. It said that you should rather go for people who are like-minded individuals than going for people who are the best at what they do. And this is basically where your team is going to be built. You want to make sure that the people that are around you, whether it be someone from back opposite, whether it be your homie, whoever it might be, that you're on the same sort of train of thought. The reason I say that is because teams get created, teams fall apart, right? And this happens on a weekly basis. I always see people coming through the studio. They'll come through as 3. The next time they come through, they'll come through as 2. The next time they come through, it's the individual. And it's important that you have a group of people around you. I think for an artist, the biggest thing that they need to have around them is someone who's able to operate the boards better than they can. That's a massive thing. I know some artists want complete creative freedom and they want to be able to create and do everything, but just having another brain in the studio, even if they're not there all the time, you can record at home if you want to, but having that person around really does help. That person would definitely then be the person that you grow with. That's what I did. I got alongside a rapper. At the time, neither of us were great. We were terrible, but we grew together. And that in essence creates the strongest, can I call it, team chemistry, right? Then from there, making sure that you have someone around you, whether it's outsourced or not, or whether they're in your team, someone who's able to go through contracts, right? Someone who's able to break down what a decent publishing deal is, you know. The next person that you'd want to have, and this person can be one of the other people. This can be your engineer who doubles up as a media marketing person. Someone who's going to assist you with your social media, your image. We're living in a time where you kind of have to be on all social media platforms. You have to be out there. You have to be creating content, much like what we're doing here. And that only happens when you've got a consistent team of people assisting you with it. Previously, I did everything myself. I wrote blogs. I did videos of myself, podcasts. You know, at some point you kind of reach critical mass, and it's just too much for you to handle by yourself. So by all means, try and make sure that you've got those type of people around you. Outside of that, I think everybody else can kind of fall back for the meantime. I don't believe there's a need for a record label right in the beginning. I don't believe that there's a need for a manager hovering over your head right in the beginning. I don't believe there's a need for a PR agency in the beginning. These are all people who come through later on down the line, when you actually have something to manage, when there's actually music to, you know, get out there. Start off in the beginning by yourself and slowly build up to a place where you can then grow your team even further. Yeah.
Young Zalachenko, Bozamashangan, Hala, dedicated to all the lives lost to gender-based violence. We don't support that. Alright, so listen up. I got so many tears that I've shed, so many lives that I've lost, so many tears that I've shed, so many lives, so many lives, man, so many lives, so many tears that I shed, so many lives that I've lost, so many tears that I've shed, so many lives. So many lives, man, so many lives. So I think about my sister walking out the house. Will she ever come back alive? Man, I doubt. It's a sad true story. 2020-21 is a damn sad allegory, dedicated to the lives lost to gender violence. I'm trying to break the fucking silence. Can a fucking nigga be heard? We don't wanna hurt you, girl. So can we treat us like kings? Cause I just wanna make you my queen. Man, I feel sad that everybody's looking out for all the girls. This might one take, and I wanna make sure that everybody understands. Dedicated to the lives all lost. When you got it, yes, I realize your worth. Cause I know I don't wanna lose somebody that's gonna love me like you love someone else. How can a nigga treat you like that? I kinda lost it, but I got it back. I wouldn't wanna be that man. I'm a better man, I wanna treat you right, damn. Young Theodore, you representing. Cause I love this jam, and I love y'all. You love us, I wanna make you know. So many tears, and I love that. Let's spread some change in this world, dedicated to gender-based violence. Because, listen, there's so many tears that I've shed, so many lives that I've lost, so many tears that I've shed, so many lives that I lost, so many lives, man, so many lives. We pray with you, we are with you and your families, and we, as the real gentleman gender, are with you, dedicated to you. So many tears. Much love. I think that's it. Isn't that the one?